You know that sinking feeling when a neutral text message ruins your entire day. Your heart races and your palms sweat before you even read the words. You tell yourself to calm down, that you are being irrational, but your body screams that you are in danger, trapped in a moment that isn't happening now. This isn't because you are broken. It is because your brain is a time machine that prioritizes survival over accuracy. You are not reacting, you are predicting. We are going to explore the biology of why your past kidnaps your present reality, and how understanding this mechanism is the key to finally being free. Before we continue to explore the psychology behind this, please take a moment to subscribe. It helps us build this community and brings more insights directly to you. Number 1 begins with a revolutionary framework known as predictive processing. This theory posits that your brain is not a camera, but a probability engine. Instead of passively receiving sensory data, your brain generates a generative model. This is a hallucination of what it expects to see based on your history. Imagine walking into a room. You don't actually see the chairs immediately. Your brain projects an image of chairs from memory to save energy on processing. This makes you incredibly efficient. Your brain uses the past to navigate the present without crashing, ensuring you survive in a world that moves too fast. Number 2 dives deeper into how this prediction engine works through Bayesian inference. This is a statistical method the brain uses to update its beliefs. Your brain holds a prior, which is your past experience, and compares it to the likelihood, which is current sensory data. The prior usually wins. Imagine you grew up in a volatile home. If a friend makes a sudden movement, your brain's prior predicts a strike, overriding the reality that it is just a wave. This is a protective bias. Your brain would rather you perceive a false threat and survive than miss a real threat and perish. You are wired for safety, not truth. Number 3 moves from the brain to the body with the HPA Axis. This is your stress response system, responsible for flooding your body with cortisol. If you face toxic stress as a child, your HPA axis may be permanently tilted. It becomes a hair trigger system that treats minor issues like life threats. Imagine hearing a door slam. Instead of simple annoyance, your body dumps adrenaline into your blood, preparing you to fight a predator that does not exist. This hypersensitivity is not a defect. It is a combat adaptation. Your body is loyally keeping you ready for a war that ended years ago, just to be sure. Number 4 explores the hierarchy of safety through Polyvagal Theory. This framework maps how your autonomic nervous system detects safety or danger. Trauma damages neuroception, which is your subconscious danger detector. You might lose the ventral vagal brake that helps you calm down after stress. Imagine sitting at a calm dinner, yet feeling physically unable to speak or connect. You are in a state of immobilization, a primitive freeze response. This numbness shielded you when you were powerless. Your nervous system is simply utilizing the oldest tool in evolution to ensure you survive the pain. Number 5 reveals that the past is written in your genes via epigenetics. This is how environmental factors alter the expression of your DNA without changing it. Through a process called DNA methylation, extreme stress can add a chemical cap to genes like NR3C1, which regulates how quickly you recover from stress. Imagine feeling a deep, inexplicable anxiety that doesn't seem to match your life. You may be carrying the biological switch flipped by a grandparent's famine. You are not imagining this burden. You are physically carrying the resilience and the scars of your ancestors, embedded in the very machinery of your cells. Number 6 examines your relationships through the lens of attachment theory. This suggests we build an internal working model based on our first caregivers. If your care was inconsistent, you might develop hyperactivation. This is a secondary strategy where you amplify distress to ensure you are not ignored. Imagine your partner is 10 minutes late. You don't just feel worry, you feel the catastrophic terror of abandonment and send 10 texts to force a response. This clinginess was once a brilliant solution. It was the only way a child could guarantee survival in an unpredictable world. You learn to fight for love. Number 7 flips the script with the concept of deactivation. This is the avoidance strategy where the attachment system is suppressed to avoid the pain of rejection. Here, the brain predicts that expressing needs leads to pain. To minimize prediction error, the individual unconsciously shuts down their desire for connection. Imagine a partner getting emotionally close, and you suddenly feel suffocated. You pull away or pick a fight, rationalizing that you just need your independence. This isn't coldness. It is a shield. You are protecting your autonomy because your past taught you that intimacy comes with a price you cannot afford to pay. Number 8 looks at how we filter the world through cognitive schemas. These are mental shortcuts that help us sort the massive influx of daily information. The brain is a cognitive miser that uses assimilation. It prefers to twist new facts to fit old beliefs rather than do the hard work of changing its mind. Imagine you believe you are unlovable. If someone compliments you, you dismiss it as pity. But if one person criticizes you, you fixate on it as absolute truth. This confirmation bias keeps your world stable. A known negative reality feels safer to your brain than a positive but unpredictable unknown. Number 9 addresses the phenomenon of learned helplessness. This occurs when past exposure to uncontrollable pain destroys your motivation to escape. If an animal is shocked repeatedly with no exit, it eventually stops trying. Even when the cage door is opened, it remains on the floor, believing it is trapped. Imagine staying in a job that makes you miserable. You see the exit, but you feel a heavy, invisible weight convincing you that effort is futile. This paralysis is a learned adaptation to non-contingency. Your brain is saving energy because it learned that your actions do not change the outcome. Number 10 explores the narrative self via the contamination sequence. This is a storytelling style where good events are inevitably ruined by bad outcomes. We don't just recall the past, we reconstruct it. If your identity is built on a victim script, you may subconsciously sabotage joy to maintain narrative coherence. Imagine getting a promotion, but immediately worrying you will get fired. You wait for the other shoe to drop because your story demands a tragic ending. This isn't pessimism, it's identity maintenance. You are preserving the self you know because the loss of your narrative identity feels like death. Number 11 confronts the reality of trauma and the failure of extinction learning. In a healthy brain, fear fades when the threat is gone. In PTSD, the amygdala stays active while the prefrontal cortex goes offline. The brain fails to update the prediction that the trauma is over. Imagine a flashback where you smell the smoke of a past fire. You aren't remembering, you are re-experiencing. Your brain has lost its timestamp for the event. This is a glitch in processing time. Your brain is trying to keep you alive by refusing to let you forget the danger, trapping you in an eternal now. Number 12 offers the mechanism of hope, memory reconsolidation. For decades, we thought memory was permanent, but science now proves otherwise. When a memory is recalled, it becomes unstable for about 5 hours. This is the only window where the emotional charge of the past can be rewritten. Imagine recalling a trauma while feeling safe in a therapist's office. This creates a prediction error. You expected fear, but you feel safety. This mismatch forces the brain to update the file. You keep the memory of the event, but the emotional poison is drained away. You rewrite the code. Number 13 is about the power of agency and active inference. We cannot delete our history, but we can curate our present to reshape our brains. By deliberately seeking experiences that contradict our priors, like a safe relationship or a success, we force the brain to generate new predictions. Imagine feeling the urge to withdraw but choosing to stay. In that moment of discomfort, you are physically rewiring the neural pathways of your future. This is the ultimate freedom. You are not a prisoner of your history. You are the architect of a brain that is designed to heal, adapt, and grow. If you feel this video helped you understand yourself better, please subscribe to our channel. Your support allows us to keep exploring the depths of the human mind.